everybody, you're probably wondering why you just sat in the back of your horse box. It's like 7 a.m. I couldn't sleep because we're going to our first affiliated show today with Donnie. So I've just got up really early and I've been like making sandwiches and fannying around really, just keeping myself busy because I am quite excited. So today we are going to BSBS Area 16 at Trinity Park. This is where we took JJ last year and he qualified Royal International. Today we are doing a Royal International qualifier with Donnie. He just needs some show ring experience before we do what I call like the big agricultural shows. And it's just a test to see if he's going to be a good boy. So at unaffiliated level, you do all the riding. You get on, you walk, trot, canter around, you do your show, just like the last show I did with Donnie, it was actually his first ridden show. So today we're stepping it up a level. We're going to an affiliated show and doing the Royal International Lightweight Hunter class. Now the difference is he will walk, trot, canter around with me riding him. And then I will get pulled in and I will get off and I will let the ride judge ride him. And then we will take his tack off and I will trot him up in hand and then get back on. So it is very different to unaffiliated. So this will be a whole new experience for Donnie. And even though he's probably not going to qualify, I'm expecting to come last. Because, I mean, he's 4, you know, he's not anywhere near as established as most horses going around on the circuit at the minute, but this will be a good first go at having a ride judge on Donnie and hopefully get some really good feedback too. And I'd rather him go in at this level and start experiencing these things now because it's just a really good learning curve. We are off to Ipswich today and there's been quite a lot of upset and worry online because of the weather. Nearly everything has been cancelled because we've had rain all night long. It's been so wet all week. It's currently raining outside now. It is on grass. Show horses aren't generally studded up or anything. Donnie isn't studded up, but they have assured us that the ground is good. Donnie's not on till later on this afternoon anyway, so I'm hoping this rain will stop as per the weather forecast and it will dry up. So yeah, I'm just in the back of the lorry and we've got a little pack up of things going on. I'm just checking I've got everything, going over all the things that I need. And yeah, I'm really excited for today. I just want Donnie to behave. And this is the first time he's actually ever been to a show on grass. So I don't know what it's going to be like. So yeah, it's just a good learning experience and hopefully the rain will stop and we will have a really fun day. So Donnie has just come in the stable, had his blue chip breakfast. I've just given him a brush with this curry comb because he is molting a lot. I've been working really hard on getting that fluffy coat out. I'm just going to give him 5 minutes to let his dinner go down, have a munch, and then I'm going to get some warm water ready to do those 2 socks, get his socks washed, give him another good groom with the horse brushes, and then we'll start some plaiting. So Donnie is just chilling with a Hainer. He's had his white socks washed and I've put some gold label Snow White paste on them and just giving him a little brush. Now it is plaiting time and I'm hoping to get as much of this filmed as I can because I know so many of you have requested plaiting videos. So here it goes. So first of all, I prepped the mane. I've just given it a little bit of a comb through. Donnie's mane is very thick and quite hard to plait. I don't thin it with a thinning rake because it makes it really spiky and harder to plait. I'm going to start sectioning off the mane. I'm going to be using bands and thread because I just find that easier. So my plan is to section, plait, band, and then once I've got all the plaits in place, I get my thread and I roll them up. Well, I'll probably, plait them all down and use the thread. That bit's a little bit too short. I think the main thing with plaiting is the sectioning to make it look smart. And I don't like to see lots of little plaits. I would rather see bigger ones. I'm going to go from about 3/4 down the comb. I'm going to make a section. I'm going to make sure that is split nicely, like so. And then I'm going to use this hair clip just to keep that hair back. Okay, so that is going to be my first plait. Comb it through. Okay, splitting my plait into 3 sections. I find the plaits at the bottom here are always harder, and sometimes if I have a mane that's just really awkward to plait, I might start at the top. So this is my first plait, keeping it nice and tight. Some people do a little loop at the bottom, and I know you're meant to, but that just doesn't work for me, so I don't. I just keep going until there is nothing left to plait. There we go. Especially as Donnie's hair is quite frizzy and quite thick. I actually find Finley's mane so much easier to plait. I'm going to try and make it as tight as possible at the bottom. There we go. Happy with that? And now we're going to talk about stitching the plait. So I've got my blunt end plaiting needle, which you can buy from most saddleries, with some black cotton thread. This is like proper plaiting thread. This isn't like out of a sewing kit. No. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that there. So I'm going to go straight through the plait with my thread. All the way, so you can just see a little bit sticking out. Back through. And here, secure it round this side and through and secure, and just keep doing that the same. Just repeat until your plait feels nice and secure, and it's not the end of the world if you lose your needle and thread. It's got a nice big eyelet, I think is the word, and round and through and round and through. That's fine. Finish by snip. There's none underneath. These are the finished plaits. Donnie is not being very helpful. He's had enough now. So I'm going to put his lycra suit on, which holds all the plaits in place, and give him 10 minutes just being left alone, because he's getting a bit grumpy now. Aren't you, Donnie? The absolute state of the grooming table in here. I'm hopefully now going to use the Absorb Sheen Super Shine Black Hoof Paint on him. Mum's going to give him this lick, because Donnie has ticklish feet and he really doesn't like me painting his hooves. So I've just used the Absorb Sheen Black Super Shine on his hooves. Made his feet look really black and shiny. I'm just waiting for that to dry, and then he can go back in his stable and chill. And Finley is still looking at the horse box lovingly, like he's going to get to go cross country or something today. So I'm just taking Finley back out. Donnie's all ready and the sun has come out, so hopefully it's going to stay out. Yes, Finley's very good, and he's quite happy on his own. But I haven't tried to leave Donnie turned out on his own yet, because Donnie doesn't love being left in the stable, so I just don't want him to have an accident. But yeah, Finley is loving this mud, and this is why I chose a dark coloured one, because you're filthy. So guys, we have arrived. There's loads of horse boxes here. Looks like it's going to be a lovely day. The sun is shining. I am quite nervous, but I just want to ride well and do well and have fun. But yeah, I'm going to get on and get ready, and yeah. I've just finished my class with Donnie. We've got a lot to work on, but he was a good boy. He was super duper for the ride judge, which that bit we didn't actually get filmed because we're not allowed to film. My groom isn't allowed to film whilst they're in the ring, and I didn't have enough hands. But he was really, really good, and the ride judge said he went really well for his age, so I was really, really pleased. Not only that, Donnie has qualified for Royal International on his first attempt, which is, yeah, brilliant. He's so laid back, not bothered about the tannoy. He was forward going to ride, he got the right leg. And we did the championship just so he could go in there and experience lots of horses sort of cantering around him. He got a bit messy, but he didn't do anything naughty, just didn't listen because he was too busy kind of like, let's go around with everybody else. But really, really pleased with him. And look at this weather. Glorious sunshine. I'm actually quite hot. So Donnie's just having some grass. Don't know if you see him. I'm going to get my stuff off. And yeah, it's just been a really nice, relaxed day. We've got loads and loads to work on. I need to get Donnie more balanced, more softer in the contact, working more consistently. I also need to cut a bit off his tail because it was a bit too long. Work on my plaiting, that still needs loads of work, and get all his winter coat out. I might try and get some cover coat blades, and get his winter coat out, and get some more feed and condition and top line on him without making him wizzy. I just didn't want to feed him up because obviously he's 4 and I didn't know what he was going to be like. So yeah, I'm going to get myself undressed and we'll have a debrief shortly. So we are back home. Donnie's all fluffy and curly. He's just had his tea and we're just going to chuck him out back in the field with Finley. Had a really lovely day. Loads to work on. Definitely just need to get him going a bit more, but also really proud of how far we've come so far. I've only had Donnie 5 months. For a horse that couldn't really canter at all. And had been to no shows. Yeah, I'm really pleased with his behaviour. Just gutted we couldn't get the ride judge on film and the trot up in hand. I'd say the trot up in hand was the best bit about his display. He was foot perfect. The ride judge, he went really, really well. So probably the worst bit was my riding. And I definitely need to be more confident, push him on more, and not sort of just hold on and sit there like a lemon. But overall, yeah, really, really pleased. I'm very excited that we've qualified for Royal International. We've got a few more Royal International qualifiers. And then we might think about taking him to Royal International and then working on some jumping for the rest of the season. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this week's vlog. Boys are reunited. Thank you for watching and see you all next week. Bye bye.